So first off, good morning to everyone. My name is Janet Weil, and I am the supervisor of library services, and I have the privilege every year of overseeing this spelling bee. And obviously this year is a little different than most years. So first and foremost, congratulations to each and every one of you for being here today. You are representing your school, and that is such a wonderful accomplishment. And my congratulations to all of you for your willingness to participate in the spelling bee, especially this year because it looks a little bit different. So we're going to do a lot of things this morning before we start. So spellers, you're going to have a few more minutes to relax. Remember have any of you, can you raise your hand, have any of you participated in the spelling bee before when we've been able to be face to face? Okay, I thought I saw some familiar faces. So do you remember how I always tell everybody to shrug their shoulders, shake it off? Whew, okay. And you have to breathe, honeys. It's real important to keep breathing. I'm kind of hoping because you're home, maybe it won't be as nervous as sometimes that we get. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through a little bit of official business, the rules. I have to introduce some people, things like that. And then we'll get started. You will notice you have all been given a number, and that number is the order that we will go in the spelling bee. And I'm already going to ask your forgiveness if we have some challenges this morning, because truly we've never done this before, and it's so fun to do something totally new. So we are going to start with the flag salute. And I don't know about anybody else, but I stand up for the flag salute. So I'm going to stand up, and I think we're going to get a flag on our screen. Look at that. So ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America
and to the
republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Wonderful. You are all amazing. That's our first virtual flag salute ever for the spelling bee. So congratulations. I need to take a couple of minutes and thank some people who make sure we can do this spelling bee every year. Central Unified has a foundation called the Central Foundation, and the foundation is the one that provides the money, so we can give you certificates and we can give medals, and also so our winners from today can go forward and compete in the county spelling bee. So we are very grateful to our foundation for what they do for us every year. We also have a superintendent named Andy Alvarado who loves the spelling bee, and one of our assistant superintendents who oversees all of educational services, so lots and lots of stuff. And her name is Katie Davis, and I happen to know she's a big fan of spelling bees. So, oh, there's Katie. She's even here today to watch everybody. Normally, she'd be sitting with us in the pack, but a little different today. I also want to thank our school board members, because sometimes they can join us, sometimes they can't, but I know they really support what we're doing, and it's something we really appreciate. Just checking real quick in the attendee list to make sure we don't have anybody waiting to get in. I also need to thank Chris Martinez, who's the Director of Educational Technology. We had some tech problems. We did a run through on Wednesday, and oh boy, did we have some challenges. So he came over and made sure we were all okay here in the DO. So today there's a lot of people, you can't see them, but they are here and giving their time and energy, and I want to introduce them to you, though you won't see their faces, but they're amazing, wonderful people. We have 3 judges. We have Martha Pagan, and Martha is the administrative secretary for preschool and early literacy. We have Tammy Boatwright, who is one of our area administrators, and she is a spelling bee junkie. She loves the spelling bee. And then we have Chris Thompson, and Chris is the Executive Secretary of Educational Services, and truly, we wouldn't get anything done without Chris. We have a wonderful timekeeper today. His name is Jeff Garrett. He is one of our area administrators, and he is also off screen. But as you know from the rules, you will have 60 seconds to complete your spelling, and we want to remind you to use that time. You don't have to rush. You have plenty of time. We also have our dictionary reference, which is Courtney Rogue Batista, and she is one of our assessment support staff, and she is joining us from home today. Now, this event would not happen without the next few people. One, she'll be mad at me, but it's Linda Barker, who's my assistant and my right arm, literally. Jason Horseman, who is on this feed with us. He is our Director of Instructional Technology. And Jason's the one who figured out how we could do this today. So we're very grateful to Jason. And his wonderful assistant, Cindy Escondo, who is our Instructional Technology coach. And she is here with us in the room to try to troubleshoot any issues. And then we have, our Spellmaster. And this year, our Spellmaster is Jason Smithberg. And Jason is our Digital Communications and Social Media Clerk. And there he is. And you are going to get used to seeing his face. Ooh, a lot of feedback. Okay. Let's see if that helps. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So, oh, and thank you to all of our coaches, because again, this year's been really different. And so the coaches have done a great job, I know, trying to get everybody ready, thanks to our parents and our families and our friends. And I notice in the attendee list, there's a whole bunch of principals here to support you. And, you know, normally we'd all be sitting there in the pack and you would see all of us smiling at you, but no, we're sitting here smiling at you right now and really sending you the best of the good wishes. So I need to go over some rules. And the first thing you may have noticed is that you have a number. You have been placed in alphabetical order, and in front of your name is a number, and that is the number that we will use for the contest. Let's see, we want to make sure, and we're going to do a practice round that'll help us with this. We need to see your face on the screen at all times. We would like it if you can have your camera set up or your screen, so when you're spelling, you're looking right at that screen so we can see you. And the Spellmaster, Jason and I are going to model how we'd like you to do it. And I'm going to show you how you could even write down a word if you needed to, just like you can at the regular spelling bee, but you need to crunch up that paper for us because we need to make sure everything's good. You will be muted and unmuted as you're spelling. Obviously, you'll be unmuted. We will do that for you, though you'll need to accept being unmuted. You'll get a message on your screen that says, the host would like to unmute you, and you will say yes, and then you will be able to spell. If we call on you, and at that point you have technical difficulties, we will come back to you at the end of the round, okay? Unfortunately, because we're doing this in a virtual format, if those technical problems continue, there's really not much we can do. So I'm hopeful, I'm super glad it's not rainy and stormy today, because maybe that'll help everybody's technology work a little bit better. Let's see. Oh, and we're going to all do the integrity pledge together. Let's see. And then you may have a pencil and paper in front of you that you can use to write down the word in practice before you say it out loud. But remember, you cannot you can't use that while you're spelling. That wouldn't be right, would it? So the judges will actually need to see you tear up your paper. Again, Jason Smithberg and I will model that for you. You may remember, you can ask a series of questions and your 60 seconds does not start until after those questions. So you can ask for, you can ask them to say the word again. You can ask them for an alternate pronunciation. You can ask for a part of speech. You can ask for a definition or use in a sentence.
Heaven has a question.
Heaven has a question. Okay, can we unmute Heaven, Jason?
Are we allowed to use mechanical pencils?
Yes, you are allowed to use mechanical pencils. That is a wonderful question, and you are indeed allowed to do that. Well done. You can also use a pen if you'd like. Oh, Kaylee has a question too. Jason, can we unmute 22 Kaylee?
You know, Janet, I'm going to give them the right so that they can unmute themselves and go back to mute. If it becomes a problem, we'll fix it.
Perfect, perfect. Kaylee, go ahead. Go ahead with your question, honey.
Will you be looking for capital letters? Like do we have to say capitals?
Nope. We're a little easier than county. We don't tend to look for capital letters, so don't worry about that. Okay, it's hard enough to spell the darn word, so do your best. Okay. Let's see, I got a couple more rules and then I'll get to more questions, okay? So you have 60 seconds. That would be after the question. So if you ask the spell master to repeat the word, if you ask for a different pronunciation, if you ask for any of those things, your 60 seconds starts at the end of that. And now this is the really hard part. If you start spelling and you stop and you start again, you can't change the letters. You have to stay the same. And that, so don't spell until you're ready. 60 seconds is a long time. Okay, I see some questions. So I think Jaslyn, you go ahead. What's your question, honey?
So for example, if you give us a proper noun, we don't have to say like capital M, like for Mississippi.
No, you do not. If you do, that's fine, but you will not be disqualified because you don't do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I know I saw some other hands. I think Heaven's hand was up. Heaven, did you have a question?
Yes, I did. Are we having 60 seconds to think about the word and spell it, or are we only having 60 seconds to spell the word and then we spell it after the time is up?
What a great question. You have 60 seconds to do everything. So you have to be done spelling, or at least starting to spell by the six. If you're in the middle of spelling, that's fine, but you can't wait till the end of the 60 seconds to start. Okay. Any other questions? I know I have a lot of people looking at screens. Damien, you have a question, hon?
What happens if you don't spell the word within 60 seconds?
Oh, no. Well, unfortunately, then you're disqualified. This is sort of I hate to use the phrase, but it's kind of a sudden death competition. So if you don't spell the word or you spell it incorrectly, that's it. And so you that's why you want to take that time and make sure that you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to think about how is this word spelled, and then you want to make sure and take your time to spell it. So let's see. Noor, yes.
If there's a word that has two ways to spell it, do we have to spell it by both of them or just one?
Just one, because the judge will use the word in a sentence, and that will help you understand which form of the word is being used. Okay, any other questions? Want to make sure we get to all of those. Okay, now when we get towards the end, things will get a little different. That's when we have what's called a spell off, and that's to establish placing at first, second, and third. But what we'll do at the end of each round, we'll take a deep breath, And then I will consult with everybody here and they will tell us which students have unfortunately misspelled a word and are done in the competition. At that point, we ask that you stay with us. You will be removed as a participant and you will become an attendee. So we'd like you to stay because we'd like you to watch the competition and see how far kids can get with the words that they're spelling. So at the end of each round, we'll say, for example, a series of numbers and we'll say, you know, thank you, but you're excused. So at that point, our tech guy will move you into an attendee. The final placing gets a little crazy when we get down to say 4 or 5 students and the spellmaster gives a word and each student of the 5 or 6 kids, only one student gets their word right. Well, that student at that point would become our winner. And then we have to have a spell off for 2nd and 3rd place. And the spell off is when sometimes somebody will be given a word and you're then given the same word if they can't spell it correctly. So you'll notice in the early rounds, the judges will be saying, yes, that's correct, or I'm sorry, that's incorrect. And they will be spelling the word for you, but we'll stop that after a while. So what I would like to do is I'm going to read the integrity pledge. We're fine. We're together all the time. Okay, they're nervous about our germs, so they're being very proper here and making sure we're safe. So I'm going to read this integrity pledge and I would like you all to listen to what it says. Okay, first off, let me explain what integrity is. It's an adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic values. It's a pledge, a binding promise or an agreement. And Scripps is asking us to ask all of our students to say this with us. So I'll say the first line and then I'd like you to say it with me. You don't have to unmute, we can see your mouse move. So the first line, I am honest to myself. Very good. I am fair to my classmates and my teachers. Oh, you guys are so good. On my honor, I will neither give nor receive any help during the spelling bee. Oh, I'm so proud of all of you. So what that means is we're going to do this right, okay? We're not going to have a cell phone to look up words. We're not going to have anybody sitting there spelling the words for us, okay? And so Jason and I are going to kind of show you what this is going to look like. And then we'll ask for questions and we'll start the practice round. Hold on, we have a question.
If they turn the camera off at any time.
Yes, if you turn your camera off at any point in the competition, I am afraid you are disqualified. So we have to be able to see you, okay? I know that seems a little funny, but, and we will take a bathroom break, so don't worry about that, okay? Okay, Jason, let's you and I do just one practice so the kids can kind of see what it looks like. And
Okay.
I'm even gonna write it down on paper so you can see it.
Okay, so when you, you have to move, and then he can speak. Okay?
I have to turn my speaker off.
No, see with your mute, I just, you the speaker too? I can, go ahead, let's.
Okay. Are you ready?
Then I can hear him. Okay, Jason.
Okay. Your word is helmet. The use of a good fitting helmet is a safety precaution while riding a bike. Helmet.
Is there an alternate pronunciation?
No, there is not.
Helmet. Helmet. Helmet.
That is correct.
Were we able to hear the judge? Okay, wonderful. All right, so now I bet you have a million questions. So ask away, and then we actually will start this spelling bee, I promise. Any questions? I'm looking for hands. Tell me if you see hands. No yawning. No
Emily has a
yawning.
question.
Come on. Oh, Daedric has a question. Yes, sir.
Can you turn off your video when you go to the bathroom? When you go to the bathroom? for
Daedric,
break?
we cannot hear you, honey. You are unmuted.
When he goes to the bathroom.
Can you go? Can you hear me now?
We still can't
Yes,
hear you.
I can hear
You
him,
can hear him?
Janet. Your
Because
sound
my
is off.
speaker's off.
Can we turn off our video when we go to the restroom for the bathroom break?
When we take a break, we will then all turn off our videos and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay? But in the middle of a round, you need to keep everything up. Yeah. Okay, other questions? Heaven.
This when I was studying the words a couple weeks ago, I saw some words. They had like little like thingies over some of the letters. Do we not have to say those?
You do not have to say those little thingies over there. Yeah, and we will try not to ask words that would make life really difficult. Okay, we want to help you. We know you've worked really hard. We want to make sure our job here isn't to trick you. It's to help you move forward. Emily, question.
When there's like 3 people left, someone already took the first place spot. Doesn't the first person who get the next word wrong goes to 3rd place?
No, it's a little different. You get sort of a second chance in the spell off. That's the county rules. You'll kind of see how it works when we get there. But sometimes the kids who go for 2nd and 3rd end up spelling a lot more words than the person who actually is the first place finisher. But remember, both 1st and 2nd go to county. So we send 2 kids to county. So, do your best. Any other questions? Okay, I just want to make sure we don't have anybody in the attendee list who is a student who's waiting to get in. I don't see any student names over there. Okay, all right. So what we're going to do now, my friends, we're going to do the practice round. And we've always done this. We do it to help everybody know how it works. We go in numerical order. Okay, so our number 1 student will be number 1. Who is number 1? Anwar. And so what we're going to ask is that before Mr. Smith gives you the word, we would ask you to introduce yourself and tell us what school site you come from, please. So you can all see the numbers on your screen. And so Anwar, you will go first. Give us your name and your school site, and then Mr. Smith will give you a practice word.
My name is Anwar and I come from Madison.
Okay, Anwar, your practice word is risky. It is risky to ice skate on a frozen pond when the ice is thin in spots. Risky.
Risky. R-I-S-K-Y. Risky.
That is correct.
Anwar, did you spell the word? Okay. We had some judges who were able to hear it and others who weren't. So I want everybody to make sure they speak really clearly into the computer. And again, I know this is really hard, guys. We're all gonna just do the best we can. Okay, so let's try with student number 2, please.
I'm Jaslyn Annan, and I come from Han Fontilli.
Okay, your practice word is fatal. Careless drivers cause many fatal accidents. Fatal.
Fatal. F-A-T-A-L. Fatal.
That is correct.
Great. We don't have a number 3? Okay, so then we go to number 4, please.
Hi, I'm Landon and I come from Mount Kearney.
Okay, Landon, your practice word is global. Al Gore made a movie about the threat of global warming. Global.
Global. G-L-O-B-A-L. Global.
That is correct.
Next student, please. Student number 5, Allison.
I'm Allison and I come from Lida.
Okay, Allison, your practice word is soil. Roses grow best in rich soil. Soil.
Soil. S-O-I-L. Soil.
That is correct.
Number 6, please.
My name is Avijit Daliwa, and I come from McKinley Elementary.
Okay, your practice word is glide. Birds, ships, dancers, and skaters glide. Glide.
Glide. G-L-I-D-E.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. My bad.
Just a little technical issue here at the site. We're good. Next would be number 7.
Hi, my name is Lainey Foster, and I come from Sir Ryan Elementary School.
Okay, judges, this will be from the white page number 1. Your practice word is loop. The road makes a wide loop around the lake. Loop.
Loop. L-O-O-P. Loop.
That is correct.
I think you guys are getting this. Number 8, please.
Hi, I'm Nora Gill and I come from Hunterdon Barstow Elementary.
Okay, judges, I'm from the white page number 3 this time. Your practice word is decorate. You can help me decorate the table by placing this vase of roses in the center. Decorate.
Decorate. D-E-C-O-R-A-T-E. Decorate.
That is correct.
Guys are killing it. Number 9.
Hi, I'm Emily Gonzalez, and I come from McKinley Elementary.
Judges, this time I'm on the white page number 2 for the practice word. Your practice word is liberty. The American colonies won their liberty from England. Liberty.
Liberty. Liberty. Liberty.
That is correct.
Number 10, please. And after this, I'll stop because I think you can follow the numbers. You guys are super smart.
Hi, my name is Cindy. I come from Madison.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to the white page number 1 for this one. Your practice word is poem. Hiawatha by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is a favorite poem of mine. Poem.
Poem. P-O-E-M. Poem.
That is correct.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Daedric.
Oh, my name's Daedric and I come from Steinbeck Elementary.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to the white page number 2 for this next practice word. Your practice word is copper. Copper resists rust and is easily shaped into thin sheets or fine wire. Copper.
Copper. C-O-P-P-E-R. Copper.
That is correct.
I'm Giselle and I'm from Polk Elementary.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to white page number 3 for this next practice word. Your practice word is speed. A cat can jump a mouse with amazing speed. Speed.
Speed. S-P-E-E-D. Speed.
That is correct.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, sweetie.
Oh, sorry. My name is Heaven Johnson and I come from Polk Elementary.
Judges, I'm staying on white page number 3 for the next practice word, please. Your practice word is easily. Her simple tasks were quickly and easily done. Easily.
Easily. E-A-S-I-L-Y. Easily.
That is correct.
Hi, I am Manish. I'm from Hatton Tilly.
Judges, I'm going back to white page number 1 for the next practice word, please. Your practice word is bulletin. Our club publishes a bulletin each month. Bulletin.
Bulletin. B-O-L-L-E-T-O-N.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is B-U-L-L-E-T-I-N.
My name is Kachi Majarian, and I'm from Saroyan Elementary.
Judges, I'm staying on white page number 1 for this next word. Your practice word is rudder. The fisherman used the rudder to steer his fishing boat. Rudder.
Rudder. R-U-D-D-E-R. Rudder.
That is correct.
My name is Damien Kane and I am from Roosevelt Elementary.
Judges, I'm staying on the white page number 1. Your word is computer. My computer crashed just as I finished my History Day project. Computer.
Computer. Computer. Computer.
That is correct.
From Bio Elementary.
Again, judges, I'm staying on white page number 1 for the next practice word. Okay, your practice word is energy. That boy is so full of energy that he cannot keep still. Energy.
Energy. ENERGY. Energy.
That is correct.
My name is Kelsey Porter and I'm from Mount Kearney.
Okay, judges, this time I'm on white page number 2, please. Okay, your practice word is hazard. Running into an avalanche is a likely hazard for mountain climbers. Hazard.
Hazard. HAZARD. Hazard.
That is correct.
Looks like there's no 19.
I'm Giovanni, and I'm from Bio Elementary.
Okay, judges, I'm staying on white page number 2 for the next practice word, please. Okay, your practice word is comical. The little girl looked comical in her mother's dress and hat. Comical.
Comical. COMMECAL.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is COMICAL.
And there is no 21, so we'll move to 22, please.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Santos, and I come from Hernan Barcelona Elementary.
Judges, I'm staying on white page number 2 for the next practice word, please. Your practice word is violin. The violin has the highest pitch of the stringed instruments. Violin.
Violin. VIOLIN. Violin.
That is correct.
I'm Angelina, and I'm from Liddell Elementary.
Judges, again, I'm staying on white page number 2 for the next word, please. Your practice word is cartoon. The cartoon figure for the United States is a tall man with chin whiskers called Uncle Sam. Cartoon.
Cartoon. CARNTOON.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is CARTOON. Cartoon.
So we do not have contestant 24 or 25. So look, there you are, Abigail, ready to go. Good job.
Hi, my name's Abigail Vargas and I'm representing Teague Elementary.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to white page number 1 for the next practice word, please. Your practice word is leafy. The leafy woods provided a cool refuge from the summer sun. Leafy.
Leafy. Leafy. Leafy.
That is correct.
Okay, wow. Great job, everybody. So that was our practice week. Had this been a regular round, we would right now, I'd confer with the judges and everyone, and we would excuse any students who missed a word. Nobody, it was a practice round, so everybody says in. Saw a couple of you writing things down and then crumpling up the paper. That was great. Remember, you have plenty of time to ask questions if need be. Nobody came even close to a 60-second time. Yeah, I just looked at our timekeeper. So, you know, you don't have to race. I know everybody's nervous. So we'll take a big breath together and hold it in, and then we're just going to blow it out. Okay, so now you should all feel like Jell-O and be ready to go. Okay, so we do not have contestant number 3, contestant 19, contestant 21, 24, or 25. So we will just now move through the numerical. So number 1 will be first. As soon as that one is done, number 2, go ahead and come on. If somebody doesn't come on, we will get on and say, hey, where are you? Come join us. So good luck, everybody. You're amazing because you're here and you're doing this, and because we're doing it all different this year. So good luck to everybody, and we will officially begin our first ever virtual district spelling bee. Good luck, and let's go. We're ready, Jason. They don't introduce themselves.
Okay. Contestant number 1. But I'm sorry, judges, I'm on green page number 1. Contestant 1, your first word is item. Bread was an item on their shopping list. Item.
Item. I-T-E-M. Item.
That is correct.
Okay, number 2. Your word is office. The doctor's office is on the 2nd floor. Office.
I'm not seeing speller number 2. Did we lose them on their connection?
I don't see number 2. So let's skip to number 4. And so Jason will pass that word, and we'll move to number 4. And when we see Jaslyn get back on, we'll get to her at the end of the round.
Okay, contestant number 4. Your practice word, your word is thirsty. The dog is thirsty. Please give him some water. Thirsty.
Thirsty. T-H-I-R-S-T-Y.
I-R-S-T-Y. Thirsty.
That is correct.
Okay, Jason, number 5.
Okay, contestant, judges, I'm on green page number 2 this time. Contestant number 5, your word is college. After finishing high school, he went to college and then became a teacher. College.
College. C O L L E G E. College.
That is correct.
Number 6.
Okay, contestant number 6, your word is effort. Climbing a steep hill takes effort. Effort.
Effort. E-F-F-O-R-T.
That is correct.
Okay, contestant number 7, your word is spirit. Hers is a brave spirit. Spirit.
My internet won't let me hear you.
Can I do it again?
Oh, okay, now
Okay.
We'll start all over. Hold on.
Okay, contestant number 7, your word is spirit. Hers is a brave spirit. Spirit.
Spirit. S-P-I-R-I-T. Spirit.
That is correct.
Number 8.
Okay, judges, this next word is coming from green page number 1, please. Contestant number 8, your word is danger. A soldier's life is full of danger. Danger.
Danger. D-A-N-G-E-R. Danger.
That is correct.
Jason, I'm seeing Jaslyn is back in the attendees. If you can move her in, and then we'll have her go at the end of the round. Thank you.
Okay, judges, this next word is coming from the white page number 24. Okay. Your word is waffle. For breakfast, Mary ordered a waffle topped with blueberries. Waffle.
Waffle. W-A-F-F-L-E. Waffle.
That is correct.
Okay, next contestant. Your word is etch. Knife manufacturers usually etch their names on the blades they produce. Etch. You have 15 seconds. And that's time.
We'll move on to the next contestant.
Okay, next contestant. Contestant number 11, and judges, this next word is coming from white page number 25. Next contestant, your word is library. Stella owns many books and plans to convert a spare bedroom to a library. Library.
Library. Library.
That is correct.
Okay, contestant number 12. Your word is garage. In return for being allowed to drive her mother's car, Kayla sweeps the garage every Sunday. Garage.
Garage. Garage. Garage.
That is correct.
Number 13.
Okay, contestant number 13. Judges, I'm from the green page number 3 this time. Contestant 13, your word is harvest. We usually harvest our pumpkins and squash for Halloween. Harvest.
Harvest. Harvest. Harvest.
That is correct.
Kevin, that was perfect camera placement. We could see it really well. Great job.
Okay, contestant number 14. Your word is lizard. The green lizard was basking in the sun. Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
That is correct.
Contestant number 15. Judges, I'm on green page number 4, please. Contestant 15, your word is yawn. The movie was boring and the audience began to yawn. Yawn.
Yawn. Y-A-W-N. Yawn.
That is correct.
Number 16.
Contestant number 16, your word is public. Most city parks are for public use. Public.
Public. Public. Public.
That is correct.
Judges, for this next word, I'm going back to green page number 2, please. Contestant number 17, your word is amaze. The musician's talent will amaze the audience. Amaze.
Amaze. A-M-A-Z-E. Amaze.
That is correct.
Contestant number 17.
Oh, no, sorry.
18.
18, I'm sorry, folks. We're on contestant 18. My apologies. Contestant number 18, your word is bandit. The bandit was arrested by the police. Bandit.
Bandit. B-A-N-D-I-T. Bandit.
That is correct.
We'll move to number 20.
Okay, judges, this time I'm going to white page number 25 for the next word, please. Contestant number 20, your word is pickle. Every year, the Johnsons pickle enough onions to give a jar to everyone in the neighborhood. Pickle.
Pickle. Pickle. P-I-C-K-L-E. Pickle.
That is correct.
We'll go to 22.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to the green page number 3, please. Okay, contestant number 22, your word is march. The members of the band learn to march carrying their instruments. March.
March. M-A-R-C-H. March.
That is correct.
Number 23.
Contestant number 23, your word is infant. The infant turned out to be a male and was christened Samuel Ellis. Infant.
Infant. I-N-F-A-N-T. Infant.
That is correct.
Jason will go to 26.
Judges, I'm on green page number 4 for the next word, please. Okay, contestant number 26, your word is poster. We will choose an art student to illustrate the poster. Poster.
Poster. P-O-S-T-E-R. Poster.
That is correct.
Yes. Jason will go to number 2, please. Jocelyn, she's back on.
Okay, contestant number 2, your word is orbit. The orbit of the Earth is being measured. Orbit.
Orbit. O-R-B-I-T. Orbit.
That is correct.
Oh, and could I say, I'm sorry about earlier. My internet was unstable and then I just got kicked out.
Let's take a break.
No worries.
Okay, first off, you guys are incredible. Everybody is. This is just amazing. Thank you. Jasmine, I'm so glad you were able to get back in. Unfortunately, we do have to excuse contestant number 10 from Madison. Cindy, thank you so much. I hope you'll stay in as an attendee so you can participate, or at least, sorry, so you can listen in and hear what's going on. We are going to take a 5-minute break. It is 10:02, which means we'll be back at 10:07 to start round number 2. You may turn your screen off, but please don't log out. Don't leave the meeting. Okay, stay here with us and we will be back on in 5 minutes. So get a drink of water, use the restroom, have a snack, give yourself a big hug because you're incredible, and we'll see you in just a minute. Okay. This is insanity.
I can hear you.
Welcome back, everybody. We're getting the judges back in place and our spellmaster. I'm going to bring up a gallery view here so I can see. Oh, look at all of you. Oh. So the first thing is you guys are amazing and incredible, and you're doing a great job. I am trying to monitor the chat. I know some of you, it's really going to last 2 more hours. I'm trying to respond to the chats as they come in, but I'm also trying to watch all of you and see what's going on. So could I get everybody to look at their screen and give me a big smile? Because I'm going to take a picture. And it'll be a little different because we're not all together, but look at those beautiful faces. Okay, just want to get a picture of as many of you at once as I can. Okay, we're just missing Cindy. Where's, oh, she's right here. Never mind. We're not missing anyone. Okay, let me respond to one direct message and then we're going to move to round number 2. And remember, each round, chances are words are going to get a little harder. So just remember you have the 60 seconds. The rules are always up there so you can see what they are. And you're doing amazing. Don't forget to breathe. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to our spellmaster so we can start round number 2.
Number 1.
Okay. In round 2, contestant number 1. Judges, I'm reading from green, page number 5, please. Okay, contestant number 1. Your word is emblem. The dove is an emblem of peace. Emblem.
EMBLOM. Emblem.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is EMBLEM. Emblem.
Number 2.
Okay, contestant number 2. Your word is distract. My sister likes to distract me from studying with her loud music. Distract.
Distract. DISTRACT. Distract.
That is correct.
Number 4.
Judges, this time I'm on green, page number 4, please. And contestant number 4. Your word is swarm. A swarm of bees flew over the park. Swarm.
Swarm. SWARM. Swarm.
That is correct.
Number 5.
Okay, contestant number 5. Your word is nickel. The jogger spotted a shiny nickel on the pavement. Nickel.
Nickel. NICKEL. Nickel.
That is correct.
Number 6.
Okay, contestant number 6. Your word is random. He was not listening and made a random answer to the teacher's question. Random.
Random. RANDOM.
That is correct.
Please make sure you say the word again at the end of your spelling. That way we know you're done. That really helps our judges. Thank you. Number 7.
Okay, contestant number 7. Your word is safety. A bank assures safety for your money. Safety.
Okay. Safety. SAFETY. Safety.
That is correct.
Number 8.
Contestant number 8. Your word is whisper. The adult bent toward the child to whisper in her ear. Whisper.
Whisper. WHISPER. Whisper.
That is correct.
Number 9.
Okay, contestant number 9. Your word is wrapper. The gum wrapper was shiny silver. Wrapper.
Wrapper. WRAPPER. Wrapper.
That is correct.
Number 11.
Okay, contestant number 11. Your word is package. The postman delivered the package. Package.
Package. Package. PACKAGE. Package.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is PACKAGE. Package.
I said that.
What did he spell incorrect? Really distorted it. It was like PAAACK. You know what I mean? Should we have him spell another word?
Yes, let's have him spell another word. I think it was a bad connection.
Daedric, we had an issue with your connection on that word. And so we're going to do things a little different. We're going to give you another word. Can you move your camera down a little bit so we can see? Better. There you are. Okay, that'll help us see your face. So the judge is going to, Spellmaster is going to give you a second word for this round. So we can, it was cutting in and out. So we're going to try again. Okay. Great. And talk so we can see your face would be great.
Okay, judges, this time I'm going to green page number 5, please. Okay, Daedric, your word is jacket. He wore a blue jacket with his gray trousers. Jacket.
Jacket. JACKET. Jacket.
That is correct.
And we could hear you much better. Thank you, dear. We'll move to number 12, please.
Okay, contestant number 12. Your word is program. The concert program listed all the performers. Program.
Program. PROGRAM. Program.
That is correct.
Next is 13.
Contestant number 13. Your word is lawyer. The lawyer defended his client in court. Lawyer.
Lawyer. L-A-W-Y-E-R. Lawyer.
That is correct.
Jason Horstman, one of our contestants is in the attendee room. If you could move Ka-Ching back into panelist, please. And we'll move to number 15. 14, sorry.
Okay, judges, this time I'm going to green page number 6, please. Okay. Janet, I'm sorry, you said we're on contestant 15 or 16?
14.
14, okay. I'm sorry. Contestant number 14, your word is scribble. The doctor's scribble was hard to read. Scribble.
Scribble. S-C-I-B-B-L-E. Scribble.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-C-R-I-B-B-L-E.
Number 15.
Okay, contestant number 15, your word is revenge. The leaders plotted revenge for the bombing. Revenge.
Revenge. R-E-V-E-N-G-E.
That is
Revenge.
correct.
Number 16.
Okay, contestant number 16, your word is sluggish. He has a sluggish mind and shows little interest in anything. Sluggish.
Sluggish. S-H-L-U-G-G-I-S-H. Sluggish.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-L-U-G-G-I-S-H. Sluggish.
Next is number 17.
Okay, contestant number 17, your word is ozone. The ozone layer is very important for man's survival. Ozone.
Ozone. O-Z-O-N-E. Ozone.
That is correct.
Number 18.
Contestant number 18, your word is mimic. We like to get him to mimic our music teacher. Mimic.
Mimic. M-I. Nice.
Seconds. 10 seconds.
M-I-C-K.
That is correct.
Did you say correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Yeah, she was right.
Yeah, because she said M-I. She didn't change.
She didn't change it. She's good. Number 20.
Okay, contestant number 20, your word is kinship. His kinship with the owner of the factory helped him to get a job. Kinship.
kinship. Kinship. Kinship.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is KINSHIP, kinship.
I said that.
Number 22.
I said that.
Start with the C. Start with the C.
Giovanni, you actually started with a C and not a K.
No, I started with a
So
K.
22, please.
Then I was lagging.
Okay, contestant number 22, your word is utilize. We need to utilize what we already have in order to save money. Utilize.
Utilize. UTILIZE. Utilize.
That is correct.
Number 23.
Contestant number 23, your word is preview. We were delighted to see the preview of the movie. Preview.
Preview. PREVIEW. Preview.
That is correct.
And number 26.
Okay, contestant number 26, your word is lobster. When a lobster is boiled, its shell turns a bright red. Lobster.
Abigail, are you there? Abigail, can you hear us? Okay, so we're going to start your time over because it looks like we lost your feed. Jason, go ahead and give the word again, please.
Okay. Abigail, your word is lobster. When a lobster is boiled, its shell turns a bright red. Lobster.
Lobster. LOBSTER. Lobster.
That is correct.
Okay, that concludes round 2, and that was wonderful. Give us just a moment to consult.
Let's see. Number 1, number 14, number 16, and number 23.
We would very sincerely like to thank and congratulate the following numbers. You guys have done great, but unfortunately, we have to move you back into an attendee. But thank you so much for participating. So student number 1, student number 14, student number 16, and student number 20. Thank you so much for participating. And we'll get ready to start round 3.
What was the last number? 20?
Good. All right, Jason, you ready for round 3? Oh. Jason Horseman, are we ready to start round 3?
Let's just check that list one last time.
He needs the number. Oh, Jason, the numbers to be moved are number 1, number 14, number 16, and number 20.
Okay, we're ready for the next round.
So we'll start this round with contestant number 2, please.
Okay. Judges, I'm going to be on green page number 12, please. Okay, contestant number 2, your word is impulse. The impulse of hunger compelled the proud man to go begging for food. Impulse.
Impulse. IMPULSE. Impulse.
That is correct.
Contestant number 4.
Okay, contestant number 4, your word is deafen. A hard blow on the ear will deafen him for life. Deafen.
Deafen. D-E-A-F-E-N. Deafen.
That is correct.
Number 5.
Contestant number 5, your word is sentry. The sentry would not open the gate to anyone without identification. Sentry.
Can I please have a definition?
Yes, the definition is a soldier stationed at a post to watch and guard against surprises.
You are on it.
Sanctuary.
10 seconds.
C-E-N-T-U-R-Y, sanctuary.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-E-N-T-R-Y, century.
Okay, number 6.
Okay, contestant number 6, your word is eclipse. An eclipse of the moon occurs when the moon enters the Earth's shadow. Eclipse.
Eclipse. E-C-L-I-P-S-E. That is correct.
Number 7.
Okay, contestant number 7, your word is reduce. She is trying to reduce her weight. Reduce.
Reduce. R-E-D-U-C-E. Reduce.
That is correct.
Number 8.
Contestant number 8, your word is component. The muddy footprint was a key component in the mystery. Component.
Component. C-O-M-P-O-N-E-N-T.
That is correct.
Number 9.
Judges, this time I'm going to be reading from green page number 13, please. Okay, contestant number 9, your word is snorkel. We plan to snorkel when we are in Hawaii. Snorkel.
Snorkel. S-N-O-R-K-L-E. Snorkel.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-N-O-R-K-E-L.
We'll go to number 11.
Okay, contestant number 11, your word is palace. The queen lived in the beautiful palace. Palace.
Palace. P-A-L-A-C-E. Palace.
That is correct.
Number 12.
Okay, contestant number 12, your word is famine. Many people died during the famine in India. Famine.
Can I please have the definition?
The definition is lack of food in a place, time of starving.
Famine. F-A-M-I-N-E. Famine.
That is correct.
Number 13.
Okay, judges, I'm going to green page number 11 for the next word, please. Okay, number 13, your word is burglar. The burglar was brought to trial. Burglar.
I'll get 15.
Burglar.
Yeah, right.
B-U-R-G-L-E-R. Burglar.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is B-U-R-G-L-A-R.
Okay, contestant number 15, your word is perfume. The gardener enjoyed the garden's perfume. Perfume.
Perfume. Perfume. Perfume.
That is correct.
Next is number 17.
Contestant number 17, your word is corrupt. The thief led a corrupt life. Corrupt.
Can I have the definition, please?
Morally bad, evil, wicked.
Corrupt. C-O-R-U-P-E-D.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is C-O-R-R-U-P-T. Corrupt.
Next is number 18.
Okay, contestant number 18, your word is heckle. The audience began to heckle the speaker. Heckle.
Heckle. H-E-C-L-E.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is H-E-C-K-L-E.
Next is 22.
Okay, contestant number 22, your word is ethnic. Fresno supports many ethnic restaurants. Ethnic.
Ethnic. E-T-H-N-I-C. Ethnic.
That is correct.
Next is 23.
Okay, contestant number 23, your word is arrange. Please arrange the books on the library shelf. Arrange.
Arrange. A-R-R-A-N-G-E. Arrange.
That is correct.
And last for this round would be number 26.
Okay, number 26, your word is sergeant. The sergeant was at his desk when he learned about the missing soldier. Sergeant.
Sergeant. S-A-R-G-E-N-T. Sergeant.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is S-E-R-G-E-A-N-T.
Boy, some of these words got difficult. And if we do have to say goodbye to you after this round, I hope you won't be discouraged. You have just done a great job. And I have to tell you, a lot of these words, I'd have to look in the dictionary. Oh, you guys are doing a great job. But we do have to say goodbye this round to number 5, number 9, number 13, number 17, number 18, and number 26. So Jason, if you can move those students over to attendees so they can continue to watch the contest. The rest of you, take a deep breath, shake your shoulders. Make sure you speak clearly into your computer screen so we can hear you. A couple of you are really tough to hear. So you want to be nice and loud like me, the librarian.
One more time through the list, please.
That was a joke.
One more time for the list, please.
They want the list one more time. So we are saying goodbye to the following students. Number 5, number 9, number 13, number 17, number 18, and number 26, please. And that means we are getting ready to start round number 4. Okay, judges, are you all ready? Okay. So we will start with contestant number 2.
Okay, judges, this time I'm going to be reading from yellow page number 1, please. Okay, contestant number 2, your word is bureau. The Bureau of Mines inspects and enforces safety conditions in the mines. Bureau.
Bureau. B-U-R-E-A-U. Bureau.
That is correct.
Next is number 4.
Okay, contestant number 4, your word is yield. The yield from the silver mine was productive. Yield.
Yield. Y-E-I-L-D.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is Y-I-E-L-D. Yield.
Next contestant will be number 5. Number 6, sorry.
That's okay.
Number 6, sorry.
Okay, contestant number 6, your word is manual. I had to read the manual before I could start using my new computer. Manual.
Manual. M-A-N-E-U-L.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is M-A-N-U-A-L.
Next will be number 7.
Okay, contestant number 7. Judges, I'm sorry, I'm on yellow page number 2, please. Contestant number 7, your word is abbreviate. We can abbreviate the words compact disc to CD. Abbreviate.
Abbreviate. A-B.
Lainey, we're going to ask you to spell again. We lost your audio.
Okay, sorry. Do you need me to repeat that word?
That would be lovely. Thank you, dear.
Okay. Abbreviate. A-B-R-V-I-A-T-E. Abbreviate.
Sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is A-B-B-R-E-V-I-A-T-E. Abbreviate.
Next is number 8.
Okay, contestant number 8, your word is handkerchief. The woman used a handkerchief to wipe the tears from her eyes. Handkerchief.
Can you please repeat the word?
Yes, I'm sorry. The word is handkerchief.
Handkerchief. H-A-N-K-E-R-C-H-I-E-F. R C H I E F, handkerchief.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is HANDKERCHIEF, handkerchief.
That takes us to number 11, please.
Okay, contestant number 11. Your word is ring. I will wring out my bathing suit once I have washed it. Ring.
Ringed. WRINGED. Ringed.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is WRING.
Next is number
12. Judges, this time I'm reading from yellow page number 3, please. Okay, contestant number 12. Your word is mathematics. The mathematics professor gave me a B in his calculus class. Mathematics.
Mathematics. MATHEMATICS. Mathematics.
That is correct.
next contestant is number 15.
Okay, contestant number 15. Your word is dependent. A child is dependent on its parents. Dependent.
Dependent. DEPEN. DEPENDENT.
That is correct.
Number 22.
Okay, contestant number 22. Your word is potatoes. The potatoes we had for breakfast are called hash browns. Potatoes.
Potatoes. POTATOUS. Potatoes.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is POTATOES, potatoes.
Isn't that what I said?
Next is contestant 23. Yeah, she had a U-E-S. Kaylee, there was an E, a U, sorry, a U in your spelling, and that's why it was incorrect. So number 23, please.
Okay, judges, I'm going back to yellow page 2 for the next word. Okay, contestant number 23. Your word is marriage. We wish the bride and groom a happy marriage. Marriage.
marriage. M-A-R-R-I-A-G-E, marriage.
That is correct.
Okay, that was a killer round. So, I'm going to be on 4. Well, that was a really tough round, my friends. And those were level 2 words, and those are more difficult words. So if you went out in this round, I hope you will not judge yourself harshly, because you've done an amazing job. And a lot of those words are very tricky, which is why they're level 2. But we do need to excuse from this round contestant number 4, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 11, and number 22. So by our calculations, that leaves us with 4 contestants. Number 2, Jaslyn. Number 12, Giselle. Number 15, Kaching. And number 23, Angelina. So we should have the 4 of you. Let me consult with the experts for a moment. Take a deep breath, okay? You're doing an amazing job, all of you. I just want to talk a little bit about format with the other judges before we start again. So take a deep breath.
Real quick, sorry, I heard Jaslyn's name, but I think we lost her on the feed. Is that correct?
Yes, she appears to be missing again. Let me see if she's back in attendees. Is she there?
I got kicked out again.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, honey, that's okay. We just want you here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Let me talk to the judges just a second.
Perfect.
Okay, everyone, we're back. So this round, this will be round number 5, and this will proceed just like the other rounds. So each of you will get an individual word to spell, and that will be it. So, so proud of all of you. I mean, this is amazing. And boy, even the ones who we had to say move in that last round, those were tough ones. And before we start, contestant number 15, would you please tell me how to say your name correctly?
The easiest way I tell people to say it is Ka-chi.
Okay, because I said kaching, and that was not correct. That's, you know, what we say when we win money. So Kachi, I want to make sure I say it correctly because your names are so important. So thank you, honey, for helping me. And contestant number 12, just to make sure, do you pronounce it Giselle?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I think I've got Jaslyn and Angelina without any difficulty. So you guys are doing great. We're going to do now round number 5. So good luck to each and every one of you. All right, Jason, we'll start with contestant number 2.
Judges, this time I'm going to be pulling my word from yellow page 11, please. Okay, contestant number 2, Your word is democracy. The United States government is a democracy. Democracy.
Democracy. DEMOCRACY. Democracy.
That is correct.
Contestant number 12.
Okay, contestant number 12. Your word is embarrass. She tried to embarrass me by asking me sing a song in front of the whole school. Embarrass.
Embarrass. EMBARRASE. Embarrassed.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct spelling is EMBARRASS. Embarrass.
That takes us to number 15.
Okay, contestant number 15. Your word is complexion. The fisherman had a rough complexion from the weather. Complexion.
Complexion. COMPLEXION. Complexion.
That is correct.
And number 23, please.
Okay, contestant number 23. Your word is interfere. Do not let television interfere with completing homework. Interfere.
Interfere. INTERFERE. Interfere.
That is correct.
Wow, you guys are amazing. These are tough words. We do have to say thank you to contestant number 12, Giselle. You did amazing. That's embarrass always gets me whenever I'm trying to write it. I always have to look it up. Oh, great job. You did really well. You came in 4th overall for the whole elementary district. That is just wonderful. Good for you, sweetie. So well done. We're clapping for you, even if you can't see all of us. But we will, Jason, need to move number 12. And so that leaves us with 3 contestants. So we are in round number 6. Now we just keep going. You guys are doing great. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, it's real important. I will ask the three of you, do any of you need to take a break? Kachi? Would you like us to take a break?
Yes, please.
You know what? We're going to take a 5-minute break. Okay? Because I think the judges need to walk around for a minute and stretch. Want to encourage the three of you to get a drink of water. Give yourself a big hug because you're amazing and incredible. And we will be back at 11:09. Okay? 11:09. You're doing amazing. See you back in just a minute. for our young ladies to come back. Hello, Kachi, you're back. Good to see you. And there's our Jaslyn and our Angelina. Can you hear the judges are being really loud? They're just chatting up a storm. So we're all super impressed. You guys are doing an incredible job. I'm so hopeful that the students who have changed roles and are not participating, but are, I hope they're still paying attention and watching. This is great practice. So we are now in round number 6. And I am going to ask all of you that when you are spelling your word, we need, let me turn my camera back on and show you what I mean. We need to see your eyes looking forward at the screen, okay? If we see your eye, if your head's going down or your eyes are going down, it's very hard for us to know exactly what's going on in your house, okay? And we took the integrity pledge, so we know everybody's being honest and fair, but just to make it easy on the judges, when you're spelling, if you would look straight ahead at the screen, that would just be great, okay? Any questions from the 3 of you? All right, so we're going to go to round number 6. And since we have 3 contestants, we're still not in a spell off. So you guys will each get your own word. And remember, you can ask questions if you need to. You have 60 seconds. If you do write down the word, we want to see that paper crumpled up and tossed. I love how you're throwing them all over the place. Your moms probably won't, but I do. So if you don't have any questions, good luck to all 3 of you. You're just doing incredible. And we will continue. So Spellmaster, we will start with contestant number 2.
Okay, judges, this time I am pulling my word from pink page number 1. Again, that's the pink page number 1, please. Okay, contestant number 2, your word is blasphemy. It was blasphemy to speak ill of our teachers. Blasphemy.
Can you tell me the definition?
Certainly. Any irreverent act or utterance.
Blasphemy. BLASPHEMY. Blasphemy.
That is correct.
And that takes us to contestant 15, please.
Okay, contestant 15, your word is pasteurize. The dairy will pasteurize milk before bottling. Pasteurize.
Pasteurize. PASTURIZE.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is PASTEURIZE.
That UE combination gets me every time. Just stay right here, and we're going to go to contestant 23, please.
Okay, contestant 23, your word is bullion. A large shipment of gold bullion was delivered to the mint. Bullion.
Can you repeat the word?
Yes, the word is bullion.
Bouillon. Ooh.
That is incorrect. The correct spelling is Bullion.
All right. Well, this is kind of important stuff right now because Kachi and Angelina, don't you dare go anywhere. Congratulations to Jocelyn from Tilly Elementary, who is our first place winner in our district spelling bee. Well done. Well done. And what was her winning word? Blasphemy?
It was
Well
blasphemy.
done, my dear. Well done. Now, Kachi and Angelina, you both got 2 tough words. And, oh, did you have a question, Jocelyn?
Could I
Go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, could I stop my camera or do I have to keep it on?
Oh, you can do whatever you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you want to move into an attendee, that's fine. But I'll want to take some pictures and things when we're done. And so if you want to stop your camera, but just stay as a participant, that's absolutely fine. I don't want to lose you because we're going to be taking pictures.
Hi, thank you.
And you will be representing us in the county on March 16th, which is very exciting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to duke it out for second place. So Kachi and Angelina, you two will be now in what's called a spell off. And this is really important because even if one of you gets second place and the other gets third, the third place is our alternate. And often our alternate ends up going because for some reason the first or second place can't attend. So alternate is a very important position. All 3 of you will be medalists. So we know Jocelyn's going to get that first place medal, but I've got a second and third place medal as well that we will be absolutely delighted to award to you guys. So what we will do is Kachi will get the first word. If he does not spell it correctly, that same word will be given to Angelina. If Angelina spells that word correctly, she will then be given an additional word to spell correctly. If she does that, then she will get second place. Now, if it doesn't happen that way, if Kachi gets the word right, then we go to Angelina. And if she gets her word right, then we just keep going. Okay? Do either of you have any questions about how this will work? So you want to listen very carefully to how each other are spelling the words. Okay? You guys good? You ready for the spell off? There's a little drum roll action. There we go. Oops, I just turned on my speaker. All right, let's do it. So we are now in round number 7, which will be our spell off round. And go ahead, Spellmaster, whenever you're ready. And both Kachi and Angelina, great job looking at the camera, being very clear. Really appreciate that.
Okay, judges, this time I'm going to be on the pink page number 3, please. That's pink page number 3. And Janet, I'm sorry, you said Kachiga's going first?
Yes.
Okay.
Kachi will go first. And if he misspells the word, the same word will go to Angelina.
Okay. Okay, Kachig, your word is picturesque. The picturesque valley draws many visitors. Picturesque.
Picturesque. P-I-C-T-U-R.
Stop if you don't have your camera. We cannot see you. So we'll have to.
I think it might be Wi-Fi issues because everything's frozen on my screen, but I was thinking as long as I could hear.
No, we have to be able to see you. We have to be able to see you.
Can I try looking back in?
Yep. Go ahead and leave, and we're gonna let you come back.
I'm just gonna say the only leave I actually have is attendees.
Kachi's move out, and then as soon as he's in the attendees, we'll move him back in. Yes, he will get a new word. Anybody see Kachi yet? Not yet, okay. Oh, perfect, thank you, honey. And see, this is what can happen. We never know with Wi-Fi, do we? Okay, there he is. Yay. So Kachi, because of this situation, we're going to do another word. Oh, wait, oh, there he is, yay. Okay, so Jason, if you would select a different word for Kachi, please.
Absolutely. Okay, Kachi, your new word is camouflage. The guns were hidden by a camouflage of earth and branches. Camouflage.
Camouflage. CAMOUFLAGE.
That is correct.
So now we will give a different word, obviously, to Angelina.
Thank you. Okay, Angelina, your word is rejuvenate. The long rest and new clothes will rejuvenate her. Rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate. REJUVENATE. Rejuvenate.
That is incorrect.
I think her screen froze in the middle there.
Now, does he spell the same?
He has to spell the same word.
Everybody mute.
So Jason said that he thought her screen froze.
Okay, my dears, I am so sorry. We always have to consult. We needed to make sure. So Angelina, your spelling was incorrect, but that doesn't mean we're done yet, because now Kachi has to try to spell that word. And so Kachi, you will have, the spellmaster will say the word again, and you will have your 60 seconds to try to spell the word. Okay, so we're not done yet. Don't anybody go anywhere.
Okay, again, the word is rejuvenate. The long rest and new clothes will rejuvenate her. Rejuvenate.
Rejuvenate. REJUVENATE. Rejuvenate.
That is correct.
Huh? Now we have one more word. One more word. Don't
Janet,
go anywhere, Angelina. Did you have a question, Angelina?
I said the exact same thing. I said rejuvenate. Here's the paper I threw. It says rejuvenate.
Okay, Linda, can I see what you're supposed?
I heard it R-E-J-U-V-E-A.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get the N, honey. We didn't get the N, Angelina, when you spelled it. So we're going to give Kachi another word and see how he does. Don't go anywhere, we're not done. All right, Jason, so a word for Kachi, please.
okay. Kachig, your new word, I'm sorry, judges, I'm on pink page number 4 this time. Okay, your new word is marmalade. Orange marmalade tastes delicious on English muffins. Marmalade.
Marmalade. MARMALADE.
That is correct.
Okay. Very well done. All right, so this is how we end up. We end up with Jaslyn taking our first place. She's from Tilly. Kachi, who is from Soroyan, takes second place. And Angelina from Liddell takes third place. And so all 3 of you are the top 3 spellers in Central Unified School District. And all 3 of you will be receiving a medal. It's on a really nice ribbon, and it has the medal, and it says that you're a spelling bee winner. Oh, you guys did an amazing job. All 3 of you will be receiving, your coaches and your families will be receiving some paperwork for the Fresno County Spell-Off. Because, Angelina, we absolutely never know what's going to happen, especially this year, by March 16th. So we ask our alternate to make sure you are as prepared to participate as the other 2. Because if something happens and Jazz can't be there or Kachi can't be there, then we would need you there. And so we need everybody to prepare and be ready to go. And what I would like to ask, if Jason, is there a way to bring, can we bring each, is there a way to spotlight each of the kids so I can take a photo of them? Okay, so what we're gonna do, and we'll tell you when you're on screen. So I've got Angelina right now. So Angelina, I would like to get a lovely picture of you. Look at you. There we go with those beautiful big brown eyes. Okay. Oh, look at your smile, honey. You did so well. There you go. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so I've got a lovely picture of you and Angelina. We're going to get you a beautiful medal and a certificate. And for all of our participants, you will be getting certificates of participation. And now if we could bring Kachi, so I could get a picture of Kachi. Now this is going to be a little dark. Oh, there we go. Look at that. There he is. How about a smile? Oh, look at that handsome young man. Good job. I gotcha. Okay, and now I'd like to get a picture of Jaslyn, please. There we are. Look at there. Oh, look at that grin. That's great. Okay, so I have a picture of each of you. And if you guys are good with that, I'll check and make sure you have permission, but I'd like to send your names out on social media and let everybody know how amazing the three of you are, because you did a fabulous job. You really did. Any questions I can answer for you guys? You deserve a big celebration, all of you. Yeah, great job, everyone, says our moderator, and that is correct. You all did a wonderful job. We can't do this without all the help of all the people who were here today. So we're really grateful. I know it was very different and a little strange, but you guys did a great job, and the three of you are our champions, and we're so very proud of all of you.